Oh my gosh, dude. It's crazy to me how so many people are debating about this. Like, it's crazy how this has to be a debate to begin with. If we were to go back in time, go back to 2012, 2007, this wouldn't be a debate. But of course, we're living in a society where people just no longer think, and I don't know. It's just ridiculous. So, this video is going to be about, me talking about the FTC Genshin Impact situation, but at the same time, there is another situation where people are there's like a debate going around where you have two sides. One side, people are pretty much agreeing that Hoyoverse should be held accountable for not, disclosing information to parents and children. And then for the other side, you have people who are pretty much agreeing that Hoyoverse should be held accountable for, exploiting their customers, but at the same time, parents should be held accountable because they are letting their kids use their credit card to spend a ton of money on a game. So those are two sides of the argument. Me, what side am I on? I'm on honestly, I'm on both sides, bro. Like, yes, Hoyoverse should be held accountable. They should disclose this information. But at the same time, we can't turn a blind eye to parents who literally don't pay attention to their kids, and they're not realizing that their kids, children, they're spending a ton of money, tons of money on a video game. It's just bad parenting. So Doro44 made this tweet. He says, not to defend a multi-billion-dollar company, but aren't the gacha mechanics explained in game? If you are allowing your kids to spend your money in a gacha game, that's just bad parenting. I'm not sorry. So he made this tweet 2 days ago, and then he made a follow-up saying, but I will say implementing more protective measures so that kids don't go spending money they shouldn't isn't a bad thing. So he's pretty much agreeing that yes, Hoyoverse should be held accountable and they should disclose this information. But at the same time, parents should also be held accountable because they're just simply bad parents. But of course, you have these Twitters who are just complete fucking morons and they can't understand both sides of the argument. This person right here says, Doro, they want it to be clearly stated so parents know what their kids are playing. Parents don't know what gacha games are. You just see a game with bright colors and anime characters and think it's Zelda. They need to be forewarned either with an age rating or very blatant. Like, what? And then they said, what else? Okay. You're expecting a parent to go through the ins and outs of the game to find the gacha mechanic and read the details? No. The game should put it on the front screen in the app store. Parents are busy and they are tired. Gacha games purposely hide what they are so parents remain ignorant. Don't be naive, please. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This tweet right here, fucking goodness, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Tweets like this, so fucking stupid. You do realize, right? You do realize that it doesn't have to be a gacha game in order for parents to realize that their children spending tons of money on a video game is a bad thing in general. It doesn't matter what genre it is. You have FIFA, CSGO, Roblox, Fortnite. It doesn't matter which game it is. Most of these games are predatory as fuck. Any game that has loot box, the whole loot box system, it's predatory. So to just say that, oh, the reason why, parents are allowed to be bad parents is because it's a gacha game and they're not aware of that, it's just a fucking dumb argument. It's a stupid argument. It really is. If I'm a parent and I see my child take my credit card and they spent $600 on the game, do you think I should just sit there and be like, well, since I didn't know that it was a gacha game, it's not my fault, but I'm still gonna take the credit card away, but at the same time, it's not my fault. I shouldn't be held accountable because I didn't know it was a gacha game. That sounds fucking stupid. That sounds stupid. Let's read these replies. I hope some people actually have some common sense. Any parent who has given open access to a credit card to their child, spends $100 on their child's game without questioning it, and spends multiple times on the same thing and doesn't question anything are clearly a bit over their head. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and like this because some of these people, they don't understand. They really don't understand that a parent letting their child spending a lot of money on a game is a bad thing. It's bad parenting. There is no excuse. And then she said, read my second tweet, read it slowly. Okay, let's read it. Let's go and read it. And it's not just about spending money. It's about getting kids 12 plus and age addicted to gacha games, which in my opinion is far worse than spending money on a game. You didn't prove anything. You didn't prove anything. And a matter of fact, you pretty much just said that you pretty much like guys, Twitter is insane, bro. Twitter is absolutely insane. I want to see the replies right here. Look at Counter-Strike and EA before talking about how bad gacha games are. Skins in Counter-Strike literally range up to 5 figures. Like, thank you, bro. This is insanity. The fact that this person is making it seem as if parents aren't aware that it's a gacha game, then there's infinite amount of excuses to exclude the parent from accountability, to exclude the parent from responsibility. That is your fucking child, bro. That is your child. If you know that your child is spending a lot of money on a video game, it doesn't matter what genre it is. If you know that your child is spending tons amount of money on a video game, you should question your child and say, why are you spending this much money on the game? And you should monitor your child so that this won't happen again in the future. Like this is ridiculous. The fact that they're saying, oh, it's a gacha game, so therefore the parents, they shouldn't be held accountable. The parents is not their fault. That's not the fucking point. The point is these parents need to monitor their children. That's the fucking point. I get the point, but look here. It's not about the gacha system itself, but its predatory nature. Counter-Strike doesn't really have anything remotely attractive enough to entice a player to spend on it. No hate to CS skins, but not my style. So let's continue more. This person says, nah, the moment your kid asks you for your credit card should be a moment of questioning already. Thank you. Defending someone who claims that they are tired or busy is simply the biggest excuse I heard from somebody not wanting to be responsible for their kid's actions. Exactly. Now let's read this response. I'm getting really exhausted trying to explain this, man. Like, I generally don't understand where the disconnect is when I explain it clearly. But still, we go back to kids taking the parents' card when that is not the point at all. Like, I can't. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't state your, like, come on, dude. You didn't prove a single point. When we read your tweet, this is literally what you said. They want to be clearly stated so parents know what their kids are playing. Perhaps parents don't know what gacha games are. They just see a game with bright colors and anime characters and think it's Zelda. You're literally giving parents an excuse for being bad parents. You're saying, since they don't know it's a gacha game, it's perfectly fine for them to, it's perfectly fine for the parents to, not hold their children accountable and take away the credit cards so that their kids won't spend money on these games anymore. You're pretty much saying it's okay for parents to let their kids continue to spend money on the game because they're not aware that it's a gacha game. That's literally your fucking argument. And you continue to say, that's not my argument. Like, come on, bro. I hope somebody calls this shit out. The point literally leads to kids spending money on a game that parents didn't know about. Surprise, surprise, there are so many other games that does this thing. I just find it wild they are targeting Genshin Impact specifically here. I don't know, man. It's just fucking crazy, man. Like, people like this, man. People like this. It's insane. Making excuses for bad parenting because it's a gacha game. That's not the fucking point. Every other game has this. CSGO, FIFA, 2K, like all of these games, they have this predatory system. Parents should be aware about this. And if you're not aware, you should still question your child and ask them, why are you spending a lot of money on these video games? You should always ask them. It's about questioning your child. If you're questioning your child, then that shows that you are worried about your child spending a lot of money on these video games. If you're not even questioning your child, right? Like if I were to look at my phone right now and I see that $600 is not in my bank account, like $600 got taken out my bank account, I would ask my child, like, hold up, I gave you my credit card yesterday. What did you do with it? And if my child said I spent money on a video game, you think I should just sit there and be like, oh, because I don't know the genre of the game, I'm not gonna blame myself. Fucking stupid. This other tweet right here is so base. My camera is blurring up, dude. What the fuck? Okay, that should be better. This tweet right here was really good. This person said, it's bad parenting. I'm not a parent yet, but I make sure my niece and nephew that live with us that has access to gadgets are well protected. I read information on the things they watch or play, and I make sure they're not gacha games. That's the responsibility of an adult. Once again, we're not saying that Hoyoverse It's not their fault. We're not saying that Hoyoverse they should get away with this. No, Hoyoverse they should be held accountable 100%. They should be punished. But at the same time, parents who are not doing their job, parents who are just sitting back, relaxing, like, oh, $600 on my account, I don't really care. Like, come on, bro. That's bad fucking parenting, man. That's bad fucking parenting. Me, I remember when I was a kid, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory. I was a little kid. There was this game called Wipeout on the phone. This was long ago. Long ago. There was this game called Wipeout. It cost like $4. I wanted the game so bad, I took my parents' credit card and I bought the game. My parents, they cooked the fuck out of me. They absolutely grilled me. And ever since then, I never took their credit card ever again. It really comes down to discipline. When you teach your child what to do and what not to do, but you do it in a way where you discipline them, that's going to make the child not want to do it again. Of course, there are some bad kids who don't give a fuck. They're still going to make bad decisions over and over again. Those are just bad kids. But, discipline on your child, like teaching your child discipline, it's effective because you avoid shitty situations like this where kids are spending thousands of dollars on a gacha game. So once again, parents, you guys should be paying attention to what your child is playing, and your child should not have access to your credit card, and they should not be spending an insane amount of money on video games, period. It doesn't matter if it's a gacha game, it doesn't matter what game it is. Gaming in general, kids should not be spending this insane amount of money on video games. You got Fortnite, kids spending insane amount of money on V-Bucks, Roblox, FIFA, 2K, like all of these games, man. CSGO. They got to do something about this. But at the same time, parents, you guys need to watch your children. It's just that fucking simple. That's all we're saying. All we're saying is that parents, monitor your children closely, see what they're doing, so that this cycle won't keep repeating itself over and over again. That's all we're saying. And if people are still going to disagree with this, I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know what to fucking say, but I'm just not going to sit here and place all the blame on Hoyoverse when bad parenting exists. Like tweets like this, man, dude, I wouldn't say I read every single tweet, but I read most of these tweets. Some people disagreed, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. This tweet right here, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit, I ain't gonna lie. This actually gave me brain rot. This tweet gave me brain rot. Excusing bad parents because they didn't know that the game was gacha is so fucking stupid. Like, you have FIFA, you have CSGO, you got Fortnite, you got a lot of kids. Fortnite is famous. Fortnite is known for kids. Like, it's well known because kids are spending so much money getting V-Bucks to get skins. It's well known at this point. You have all these other games like Roblox. Like, it's not just Genshin, it's not just gacha games, bro. Insanity. Like, oh, it's okay as long as the parent doesn't know it's a gacha game. You can spend $10,000 on the game as long as the parent doesn't know that it was a gacha game. It's not their fault. Come on, man. That's just fun.